Hey, Neds listeners, this is an ad for BetterHelp. If you're like me, you are inundated with mental health advice online. And don't get me wrong, I love to hear a good piece of advice, say from 3 former child stars who had a show that gave you tips on how to survive school. I love a good tip. I have learned so much in therapy, and I value my relationship with my therapist so much. Having a neutral, professional, third-party person in your life to talk through everything with, who can give you professional, trained advice, feedback, and tools to make your life better is a million times better than random scrolling on the internet. And I stand by that, and so does BetterHelp.
Absolutely. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works with an App Store rating of 4.9 out of 5 based on over 1.7 million client reviews.
As the world's largest online therapy provider, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Neds. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Neds.
In a world full of haters, insane content creators, and the ever soul-crushing hamster wheel of growing up, we are 3 best friends trying to do the impossible, create a podcast that helps you survive life. I'm Devin.
I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Daniel.
And this is Ned's Declassified Podcast Survival Guide. Results may vary.
Wait. Don't start the pod yet. I look so stoned. Should I grab?
Don't worry
some
about
eye-drops?
it. Nah, just go for it.
Yeah, I don't see. Okay.
But don't tell the people that I'm stoned.
They're gonna
themselves.
know. They're gonna
They're
hear
gonna know
it.
themselves.
They're gonna hear it in your cotton mouth.
Well, okay, wait. Ready? And start the pod now.
And we're on a podcast. Hi,
yeah.
friends. Hi,
Hello.
friends and listeners. Even though you might be listening to or watching this in the morning or the daytime, welcome to another nighttime edition of Ned's
Nighttime, baby.
Declassified
Freaks
Podcast
come out
Survival
at
Guide.
night. Yeah.
We get together when we can, and it's the evening time. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling the evening time. I had a full ass day, and I'm feeling kind of mellow.
Ooh, mellow yellow.
But
If you like
talking to
that.
you guys always kind of ramps me up. So let's see what
Lift you
happens.
up a little bit.
you know?
Yeah.
Hi, friends. How are we?
Be your amphetamine.
Oh, good Lord.
Am I
okay.
right?
We're
Is
waking
that-
people up.
Is that a real song, or is that?
Listen, that's a real song to me.
Oh, well.
That's right. That
And we
makes
heard
sense.
it, so it's a real song now.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, that makes
How's
sense.
everybody doing? Dan, the braids are out.
The braids are out. Yes, the braids are
go
out.
in, the braids come out. The braids
braids
go
go
I
in,
think
they
because
come out.
Chantel can do them so quickly.
She can do them so quickly. I
You
hate to
said
give her
that
more
she
work,
could do
but
them in an hour?
yeah, like 45, honestly. If I'm sitting still, she can be done with it in like 45.
Dang.
Yeah, she's good. She's good.
Now, be honest. Did you take them out because it was time, or did you take them out because they hurt?
Yeah, they hurt the back of my head, like the nape of the neck, man. It's just not long enough, so the braids are holding on like so tight, and I have to walk around with my head up in the air, man. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. So I give myself like another couple weeks. I think I'll be good. I'm contemplating if I'm gonna have her braid them tonight or in the morning for this trip I got to take to Houston. So shout out NostalgiaCon Houston. I'll be there with the Zeke and Luther cast. It's a Zeke and Luther reunion. We hadn't been together in like so long. So.
I can't imagine the 3 of you all together. I know that will be such a treat. You and Hutch
yeah.
together alone is just such a, traveling circus. And man,
Yeah.
it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
You and
Vibes.
Hutch on our like early Ned's pod episode. I mean, I feel like Lindsay and I were just sitting there as audience, like watching you
us
guys
go.
tell your stories and interact. I was eating it up. It was a goddamn blast.
Dude, I mean, it's like, it's similar to our situation where we like grew up together. Like I can remember like being at Hutch's playing like Wait, were we playing Halo? Dang, me and Hutch had a Halo phase. I think we were also playing like Army of Two.
You cheated on me. Is what
Oh yeah,
you're
I mean
saying.
a little bit of cheating. I mean, if anything, you were the better multiplayer player, for sure. So
No,
it
baby,
was a downgrade.
baby, I loved you more.
Give it to Hutch.
She means nothing to me.
it.
But no, Hutch was great at the campaign mode on Halo. Though he would just run through on Legendary like smoking. Damn. But something about multiplayer, he won the best. I was spanking him in multiplayer for sure.
Okay.
Yep. He also introduced me to Fallout. Did you ever play Fallout, that game?
I played only a little bit. I liked
Good
the
stuff.
show. I liked the show a lot.
I didn't see the show. I got to,
good.
man.
It
It was apocalyptic kind of world. It was dope.
But yeah, so I mean, this episode will air after that NostalgiaCon happens. But man,
so we
I
already went, had a blast.
Yeah, but I can't
It was
wait
epic.
to hear about it. So many people are gonna be there. It's insane. The guest list is absurd.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. And you know, I'm like Cole, the CEO of the company. I'm kind of like, man, this is a lot of people. Like I don't know. I mean, but hey, why not? It's gonna be positive, I think, for a lot of the vendors, and then for sure the visitors.
Dude, for the fans, it's gonna be incredible.
Drake and
guest
Josh
list
is back again.
insane. Yeah,
They were with me and
But,
Lindsay in Anaheim, but
Wouldn't you rather see them all split up though? Because how are you going to drop like $5,000?
well,
at
you're
a con?
definitely not going to be able to pay for everyone. But as a fan, I think it'd be just great to see everyone there. You know.
yeah, the cornucopia.
Speaking of cons, we just got back from Colorado Springs ComicCon. Shout out to
Comic-Con.
everyone who showed
Everybody,
up,
dude.
took
Comic-Con.
photos, visited the booth, got guides,
Yeah.
got scripts, got autographs, got photos.
Yeah.
We met a lot of great people. We met fans of the pod. We met Adam. We met Adam who submitted a voice that we've played on the pod.
Yeah.
That was
Adam
very
pulled up.
cool.
That was great. That was great.
It was very surreal meeting. This is a remote operation now, guys. We just do this digitally. It was nice to see some of you in real life and have you tell us, I do listen to this podcast and I do enjoy it. And I'm like, oh, you're a real person, not a figment of my imagination or the algorithm.
Dude,
And if you do listen, you should please send in a voice note, like I
Absolutely.
requested probably of you in person. Follow through rate of 3%.
That's right.
hey,
That's
hey,
right.
that's the way it works. It's math, ladies and gentlemen. Stats.
Yeah, Colorado Springs was a pretty place. We didn't get to see a lot of it, but hey, those mountains are
Beautiful.
nice.
Oh yeah.
I had a wonderful time. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to be honest, though. My chapped lips really took
super
my
chapped.
attention
Bruh.
it so much. They literally felt like two scabby flaps rubbing together.
Yeah, they
it was
look-
horrible. And
they
I didn't
looked
want to
like it, too.
use your chapstick. Like I know you offered it, but I just I don't know. I didn't want to ask for it again because I was like, I want to put the entire tube on my chappy lips, but I tried to just be really discreet with 1, 2 isn't too greedy,
biting
and then I
into it.
gave it back because I didn't want to be like, you know what I mean on this chapstick
Is
of yours.
friends?
And
friends
when I
share
got
chapstick.
home, I went. I can't. Look.
Oh, you went
I can't
ham
talk.
on it.
Yeah, I went ham on that Burt's Bees. I literally, I put half the tube on there, and I've never been so grateful for something in my life. But other than that, it was great. Oh, but that airport sucks.
Oh, did we have a bad experience at the airport?
I had a run in with I might have. Look, I might have not been that cool under pressure. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't. It was like a 3 out of 10 on a scale. But I had some trouble getting through that security line because there were so many people and the conveyor belt wasn't working and they couldn't keep the baskets in stock. And I'm just thinking there's nothing in these bags. But then I think of stories of other friends and I think
There's something
there is
in
something
some of
in
these
these
bags.
And some of them. Well, it'd be like that, man.
And it was frustrating. She turned around and she goes, next time you can, cuss out TSA instead of a person that you don't know. It was like this passenger girl. I don't know. I thought that she.
Oh, you had beef with a passenger?
Well, because everybody was in their own line. Duh. The line was directly in front of you. Nobody was going to anybody else's line. We're in this line. So then this girl comes up finally a spot opens and I'm like, oh, I'm going. And then this girl in her sweet leggings and white shirt like pulls up to my station. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, what's the deal? He goes, well, you can go to another line. And I'm looking at the lines and they're each as clogged as like this one. That's not an answer. I can't go to another line, dude.
Yeah.
I'm in this line. I go, no, dude. I'm in this
me.
line. And I didn't mean to say it to her, but I literally was just like, this bitch just walks up and da-da-da-da. So that's what she was saying. I wasn't trying to say, like, you're a bitch. I was just saying, like, this woman walks up. Like,
in general, this bitch.
This bitch walks up and, like, whatever. And I was talking to the TSA guy. It's not like I looked her dead in her skull and was like, this bitch. You know, I literally was like, what the fuck?
I didn't call you a bitch. I
raising
referenced you as a bitch.
Right. I wasn't even.
bitch.
And look, she was right to do that. And I obviously didn't respond well to her after she said that. And it's not a moment that I'm proud of. But I'm going to be truly 100% with you guys. I almost always have beef with security coming or going.
Oh, we've seen it.
It's crazy, though.
Oh,
you're not a fan of that authority.
So hard in the airport because to me it's so ridiculous. Like the whole thing is so ridiculous. You know,
Security, you feel like there's no place for them.
Yeah. It's like, how much more are you going to squeeze the people? And I just like think to myself, how would you even survive in like, I don't know, a place that required that many people like on a regular basis? I don't know. I just feel really lucky to like live where I live. I don't know. I'm off on a tangent. Anyway, I hate security at airports. It's enough to make you not want to fly.
It's because it's already a stressful time.
It's
I'm trying to level with you. I like security, you know. And honestly, you know, it's counter to the culture, but you know, police officers, I don't hate those guys. They're pretty, you know, they're cool. I like to feel safe when I go places. But it can be very stressful at the airport, and when tensions are running high, I feel like. Because we all see the videos of people blowing up on the plane or walking to the gate. Like there's all. It seems like the biggest blow-ups happen at airports, man. So I understand the stress that you're under, man, and it can be tough.
And like it's not anybody's like deal. I didn't realize that woman was told to come to my line. She goes, they told me. And I said, well, you can't fucking argue with that.
Exactly.
They told you to come here? Okay.
I try and hit like, because the line, we were a little closer than I like to be time-wise to making that flight. Yeah. And the security line was heftier than we thought it would be.
Mine was a breeze after they told me to leave.
They sent you to this other side.
They sent me to the other side, and I was like, oh.
No, I was at the other side. I was at the east side. I was exactly where you talked about. I went all the way around. It was jammed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you had to check in still. Yeah, the line did get big because she told everybody to leave the west line, and everybody left the west line.
Yes.
Because I saw Dev, and I waved at him. I'm like,
we were like looking
sucker.
at each other across the way.
But we ended up making about the same time.
The migration was hefty.
But yeah, in those situations, I mean, I've seen you operate, Lynn.
No, I'm gonna be honest, and I don't know why this happens. I don't even know because like enough people. I don't even know if I resonate with BPD. I don't even know if that's a symptom of BPD. Anyway, so I'm just saying that moment, and I know everybody feels it, where you are literally gonna come out of your skin if you don't fucking bitch. I don't know if you guys even understand that feeling.
No, I do.
But it's sizzling. Like something overtakes your body. Like the rage is in control, and it just comes out. And I'm just this person. I'm Karen.
Yeah.
Oh no! It's like y'all gonna get this sauce.
Say. Yes. It's tight in my chest.
No, let her say it. The first step is admitting it. Yes. You turn into Karen. Yes.
Hey, I have my road rage. Intentions. You know, maybe she just has that airport rage.
Exactly. No,
the best intentions.
Dan, I feel like you and I do a similar thing, which is like, okay, this is packed and stressful inherently, but therefore, like, I have no control over that. Anything I do to interject into it does nothing. I am cattle going through this line. So then I just take it on me for the time being. I'm just like, I breathe.
Any rights.
And I have no rights, and I'm not an individual. I am just a piece in this fucking factory.
It's that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I surrender.
Yeah, I don't fight it.
I can't fight it because it's useless. Who are you fighting? The TSA guy who has fucking protocols and a boss who's up his dick, or the other people who are also stuck in the same. I'm just like,
I'm obviously fighting this sweet lady.
You're fighting this bitch. But I did tell you, I did feel
I'm
it.
sorry to that lady if you ever.
I told you I do have control, but I did feel it. I knew I was feeling. Like I feel the same shit as you. I felt it when the guy in front of me was loading his fucking little bin and I'm waiting for it. And all this sweet man on his journey does is take off his jacket and take about 0.5 seconds too long folding his jacket before putting it in the fucking bin. And I didn't do anything, but I felt that fucking rage come up because I'm in a rush. And I'm just like, you're folding your fucking jacket? This guy! Why don't you make us all wait? And it's like, no, bro.
Who wears a jacket to the airport? A jacket!
You know you're going to have to take it off, you idiot.
Inconsiderate.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, I still have some character defects that flare in public, and it's certainly not something that I am proud of. My mom actually used to, and this is a parallel that I draw, not an excuse like at all, but just like my mom always made scenes where we went, and while I don't think like it's a conscious thing, it's certainly like it brushes up against all of the motivation she had for kind of losing it. And so there have been a couple times where like I think back to it and I'm just like, but like why? What would compel you to like react like that? But it's not even it literally doesn't even feel like me. So it's like I'm coming closer and closer to like, and sometimes I can hold it down. Yeah. But other times I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah. That's interesting, the mom thing. I was talking to a friend this week, just catching up about some shit that was going on in his love life and relationship, and like a situation that there's a lot of feeling involved and a lot of dysfunction and all this stuff, and then him kind of coming through and realizing like, oh, this is connected to some old shit, some childhood shit. And it was this interesting reminder of like, oh yeah, dude, anything that hits us deep in the feels, anything that spurs that unconscious like reaction that's super emotional, yeah, there's some old shit in there. There's some old pattern or whatever it is.
Some old shit in there, certainly.
Yeah.
But those yeah, so anyway, I hate that, and whatever, it's just kind of a part of what it is. We've been traveling like so much. I've probably traveled more in like the last like 2 years than I have in the last 10.
Yeah, you've been on it, man.
Hey, I've seen you. I feel like you're getting better and smoother at all of it.
Remember that one con where I was literally just like, fuck my phone, whatever. We were driving to the airport like on the
I was like, yo, that's not an option.
Dan, your voice was like, girl.
Oh, yeah,
you were
yeah.
like, Liz.
What did you just say? Like, no way we're
don't
going to
even worry
leave.
about it. Don't even worry about it. My
but
phone.
Baffled.
It's like, no,
I was like,
you need
fuck
your
it,
phone.
whatever. And I know.
It's just another freaking thing on this trip.
I know.
Leave the phone.
Look at me. Just leave it.
That's
Whatever.
not
I don't
like,
know why. I got in such a mood after that trip. That was crazy.
Leave all the tchotchkes that I want.
Once again, after Mother's Day. I know. All these tchotchkes that I have a beautiful spot for. But, yeah.
It's a wow.
Caught up. But anyway.
Chachkis, that was my first time. I think I've heard you guys say Chachkis, but I never really had looked it up, and it's like, okay,
I feel like you missed this. It was at the booth. You had said Chachkis, and you were talking to Wendy, and Daniel looks to me, and he goes, I've heard you guys say that tchotchke. What the fuck is a tchotchke?
Yeah, where's that?
And
What's
I'm like,
the
you've never
etymology
heard
of Chachki? Where did they come from?
And we looked it up. It was like Yiddish. That eventually was just co-opted by like American English. The Yiddish word meant like trinket or toy specifically, and then when it got kind of evolved, it's like more than that. It's any little decorative thingy.
Yeah, in my vernacular, it was always more like, oh, we're gonna get some knickknacks or some swag or whatever, or just trinkets.
Some hobnobs.
Some hobnobs. I'll take hobnobs.
That sounds like Harry Potter.
Some whatnots. Some whatnots. Some hobnobs.
Is hobnobs?
How do you spell tchotchke?
So it was actually
It's multiple
harder
spelling.
Yeah, but it was
You have
not
the
what I
SH or
thought.
the
So
CH,
I did
TCH.
CHOTCHK, but it. Hold on, Chachkis.
It's like TS.
But it's a TCHOTCHKES.
Yeah.
Chachkis.
I
And
thought it
some
was
used an
something weird
A
with the
instead of
T.
the
Yeah.
shots.
Chachkis.
Wait, so is
Tchotchkes.
Yiddish close to Russian? It sounds like it feels like
Yiddish was
There's a lot of
Jewish
dialects in there.
Russian. Yeah, I think Yiddish was right. Was like
Eastern
the,
European
such like
vibes.
yeah, I can see it on paper.
It was
the
it was
tchotchke
it was
word.
the German. Yeah,
Oh, more German than Russian.
Central
Eastern
Eastern Europe,
European.
German,
Yeah.
Hebrew.
They were doing a lot of bouncing around.
Everybody
over
is so mixed. That's why I'm like, why is everybody so upset? Like,
there. Yeah, why
everybody
y'all
just
tripping? Just chill. Damn, take a chill pill.
Can't everybody love
Everybody just took their piece and grew it different. Come on now.
Everyone took their tchotchkes and placed them
Yeah.
on the shelf.
All right,
Everybody needs to grab their tchotchkes
let's grab
and
some
really
Chachkis, man.
stand 10 toes down on what they're doing.
All right.
You have your
Hey, you got some
tchotchkes. You know how
Chachkis.
happy that makes. I don't know why.
That's my little
I'm just
Goku
like,
chat.
Hold
I
on,
think
I'll
of
be
him
back.
existing safely in whatever sphere of your atmosphere and like tucked away in a little corner. And like
Yeah,
when you
he's
leave,
just-
he's still there. Safe.
Yeah, he's just vibing on my desk.
Yeah.
Little Goku tchotchke.
Yeah. What you gonna know about it? Goku tchotchke. What you gonna know about a Goku tchotchke?
Thanks, Wendy.
Have you ever been nervous about those books like hanging over your shit that it's
Yes.
gonna fall? You know, we live in a state that's literally known for
I
earthquakes.
thought I had some Chachkis,
I have
but
been.
I
Dan,
gave my
when are you going to
tchotchkes
bring us
to
those
my
hat tchotchkes? Have you already
nieces.
passed them out to your friends and associates other
no,
than us?
I still have the hat.
That was an absurd amount of hats you got given.
I know, but it was
Yeah.
wonderful.
They
It
were
was
like, here's
wonderful.
17 dad joke hats. And Daniel said, I fucking eat this
I still
shit.
got them, man.
And 14 of them were about chilies.
We're about chilies. Yeah, a lot of them. I thought I had my Chachkis. All I got is this. Dude, we got guides that we were signing at the ComicCon, man. So if you want one of these guides, hit us up, man.
Oh, yeah, Smoky
we should
Mountain
start selling
Fan,
these.
Smoky
we should put these in our
Mountain
merch.
Fan Fest.
Oh, yes.
That's the next
we'll have
chance
these.
to come see us if you're in the Tennessee area.
Yeah.
Smoky
Get
Mountain
yourself
Fan
a
Fest in
guide.
September or Rhode Island Comic Con. We hear there's a lot of people that come to that. So if you're in the Rhode Island region, come see us
Smoky Mountain.
and give us some tchotchkes.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
And
it.
by us, I mean Lindsay.
Yeah.
We had a
Lindsay
good time, man.
loves
We
a
met so many
tchotchke.
cool people.
Yeah. I'm unloading all of them now.
Yeah, it was good. We got to see some cool people. I got to see Jake Busey, who was in Rust with me. That was cool. And his sweet dog Callie.
Is he related to Gary Busey? Oh,
He is his
Callie.
son,
She
yeah.
rode in the car with us. That was
Yeah.
great.
Gary Busey is his son?
No,
No, oh,
Gary
he's
Busey's
Gary's
his
son.
dad.
It's like, dang, man.
You were like, wait.
Gary Busey came out of your penis?
No, there's no way. You are mistaken, and I know this.
It's like there's no way Gary Busey is his son.
Wow. 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 Good for you. How I know you're a good person, you're sweet, vascular, huge dog. You know, that dog was massive, and she sat in a fucking seat with a seatbelt around her and curled up to the smallest croissant
Callie,
that
she
I've
did.
ever fucking seen, and just rode for an hour to the airport like
For
that.
those
Not a word.
listening who may have misheard, she said huge vascular dog.
Not dong.
Not dong. Just in case
Dog.
anyone misheard
There's
you
a-
there.
yeah, no
Oh,
extra
yeah?
in there.
Oh yeah, you're gonna try to make
Vascular
this
dog.
somehow gross, somehow vile, this beautiful. I don't
What's his
know.
name?
Can't even
Callie?
find it now.
It was like the Marmaduke
Whatever.
dog, right? No, maybe
Yeah,
not
she's a
Marmaduke.
big Great Dane.
Kinda-
She's amazing.
It was a
Yeah.
big Great Dane. Yeah.
Absolutely. You know where I can trust that it is in our group chat.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
In
looking for
our
a picture of the...
I
Here.
The Great
I
Dane?
have it. I saved it.
Here is this silly bitch. Look at her.
Can I pet that
Literally
dog?
sitting.
But like, look
in a
at that.
chair.
Those
that
things on her
dog.
chest. Like that bitch is. I don't know if you can see, but like
She
I
got
don't know.
strapped in.
She was
She's
strapped
like
in?
lean as hell. No. I mean like in a great way. Like that dude is. That blood is pumping.
Yo. Vascular. Yeah, you're absolutely right, actually.
She was pretty aloof. Like, she wanted nothing to do with us.
She's very mellow.
I say, look at that body.
She was with us in Montana. She was so mellow.
Can I pet that dog? Devin, speaking of vascular, Dev, you were getting some tips from our homeboy Levi Nerdflex for this role you're working on, right?
Yeah.
So he was like, starve yourself for the final 5 days, but it sounds like you're not going to take his
advice. We'll see if I want to do that. I mean, this is the protocol. Like, I've heard it before from actors. Like, this is the protocol that dudes do for their shirt off. It's like this hydration, ultra hydration, and then like sucking the water from your body. That these dudes do for shirt off scenes. My concern is, for this thing I'm shooting next week, is we have to film a lot of scenes, talking, emotional scenes, the day before we get to all the physical shirt off fighting stuff. And my concern with that protocol is how much it fucking depletes you, because that day before you're supposed to be drinking a fucking half a cup of water all day. Like, I live on water. Like, what the fuck? So
You mean only half a cup of water?
Yes,
Like, that's the
all
only
day.
thing you're ingesting? Wow.
So I don't know. I'm debating it. I've looked at it and I'm like, am I gonna do this? I don't know. I think I'd rather
It
just
was
like do my best.
So funny watching you just completely turn Levi down. Just like, okay, all right. Like, when you're not into something, dude, it is. I don't even think you're aware of it. And I'm not saying this to like. I'm not saying
you're
this
fine.
either way to you. I'm
No.
literally just saying. It's so funny. This is Levi's specialty, and you're literally just like, all right, yeah,
but
okay,
it was
but I'm not gonna do
it
that.
was unsolicited.
I know, but like
He just went into it. I did not ask.
There's always a reason, and it was amazing. It was the greatest brush off, but like, you stand in it, and that's why it stands up. Like, you don't address
Yo, wow.
the tone.
No,
So
I
you're
know. I
literally
know
just
what
like,
happened. He like came at me with all this information. I'm like, I'm not asking for this right now. Like, what? I'm at a fucking convention. What?
Because he wanted to help, but you were like, no, I already made my mind up about what I'm doing.
Well, I just didn't even ask for. I didn't. Oh, what? Someone said like, oh, I'm doing this thing for this role, and that's it. I didn't say, hey, and I want to talk about it.
So if he had said like, have you heard about the tip about, you know,
I
the
would
water
say,
and the
yeah,
hydration
I've
thing?
heard of it. I'm like debating if I want to do it or not, but my concern is I'm not gonna be able to be functional enough for like the high demand of the dialogue that I need.
And
to
it was
remember.
fair. That was the
And he
kind of
really
main thing
wasn't
you
listening
mentioned.
to that.
Oh, well, because he was just
mentioned
like,
it.
no, I want to get you right. I want to make you fit. All right. I think he
Right.
doubted your ability to get yourself fit.
Yeah.
No, I think he just honestly was offering
I
like
think
a
he
piece of
wanted to
something.
offer like, hey, here's what you do for bodybuilding shows, but you don't have to emote at those except for.
Oh yeah.
When
So
you
you feel like
say
you'll
it-
be delirious doing your
He goes-
lines, babbling.
I won't be able to emote. And you just like spat, like you're literally just like
Emote.
this. No, you didn't spit it. There's nothing disrespectful about how you do it, but it's so in what you want, and I'm like,
definite. Yeah, he
kinda
likes to be
floored by
definite.
it. I'm like, wow,
He's like, this is
wow.
the way
even
it
his
is. It
suggestion
never
doesn't
was any
sway
other
at
way.
all like what you think or how you feel.
Also, to be fair, especially at these conventions, I am at capacity. Like,
Yeah.
the convention, what we are doing there, us three only, and our interactions with that entire experience, I have very little extra bandwidth for fucking anything else.
Right.
It just takes a lot to it. You know, anyone who's been to a con or at a con or done a con, it just is. It's being on all day. It's like being on set. It's like it's just there's so much energy and so many people to connect with all day that like actually discussing some part of my no, I have no fun. No.
Incredible. No. And I really look up to it. Because anybody who whispers boo to me, I'm just like, let me change my whole game plan, huh? Am I completely fucking stupid?
Oh God, you're right.
You know what I
They
mean?
know
No,
everything.
it changes
they know more than
everything.
me.
Somebody just whispers something, and I'm just like, all right, because
Yeah.
whatever.
No,
But it's nice.
I'm finding more and more in my life, like, the more I get into my center, even if it comes off like a fucking dick sometimes, the more I get into my center, just like that's where I meet life and where life meets me. And the more I get into it, the more I can see oh man, some shit in the past few years, some of the chaos, some of the burnout, some of the times I felt so super dysregulated and imbalanced is because I like compromise my own fucking center and my own values. And I'm like, oh, just don't do that and I'll be okay. Because like, yeah, I'm too old. I don't need to question my shit for anybody. Like, no. I'm going to follow my path and like life's going to be great.
Can't teach an old dog new tricks.
You guys got into a spicy conversation, which we don't need to put
Politics
into specifics of.
Always does it.
But Dan sometimes just gets this little hair up his ass, and it's super rare. I could count him on one hand.
Stick around and watch me pick this thing out.
But no matter what, no matter if you're like, hey Dan, shelve it, man. Somebody else has like a different priority. Shelve it. But you can't.
This.
It's like a little scab that you pick at.
Oh yeah.
Look, I don't want to get into the specifics, but I do want to get into the generals, okay?
Okay, talk to me.
Because I've been looking at that conversation. And
he doesn't think that Trump deserves a Nobel Peace Prize for
That is not.
Go ahead.
No, but here's the I did find it interesting. And I did feel like I was able to communicate a bit that helped you get why I was getting so angry, but you do this thing, Dan, where you like to play devil's advocate.
Love it.
And be contrarian. Like, let me which I understand, and especially if it's being contrarian to a Western mainstream narrative out of a justifiable distrust for being disillusioned by what we've learned about our own whatever history, upbringing, all these things. So that I understand. But when you just come with contrarian devil's advocate, I have convictions.
You do.
And these are different things. Devil's advocate and contrarianism is not a conviction. It's not a virtue. It's not a value. And
no. But it exists.
It does. But on the way to me forming my convictions, I've played devil's advocate already. Like,
that's good. That's good.
Something I think you don't know is like on the way to my opinion is I've already played devil's advocate with myself.
I agree, and that's why I discussed that with you. I asked you if you do, and you confirmed that you do. There are a lot of people, especially just people who are just brainwashed by our Western, systems, United States exceptionalism and things like that, who haven't looked at both sides.
Totally.
So, I applaud you for having done that. Totally. But conversation, like I say, conversation isn't transactional for me. I like to speak about things to lay everything out and, reinforce everyone's argument. Like, so I don't need to win, or I don't need someone to have their position swayed. But for the sake of speaking, I like to talk about all different sides of, a coin or whatever we're observing, Dan, so that's just me.
Would you say that your conversations maybe sometimes like go round and round? Because sometimes I feel like just when you're in these moods, and I don't I don't say this like lightly or hardly. I just mean like,
hey Neds listeners, this is an ad for BetterHelp. If you're like me, you are inundated with mental health advice online. And don't get me wrong, I love to hear a good piece of advice, say from 3 former child stars who had a show that gave you tips on how to survive school. I love a good tip from a creator. I love a good little piece of nugget of thought that I can use and say, oh, yeah, that might make my life better if I implement it, right? But there is a lot of that out there. And truthfully, when it's sandwiched between cat videos and reality TV commentation, it's not the same as sitting down regularly with your own personal therapist and talking through making your life better. I have learned so much in therapy, and I value my relationship with my therapist so much. Having a neutral, professional, third-party person in your life to talk through everything with, who can give you professional, trained advice, feedback, and tools to make your life better is a million times better than random scrolling on the internet. And I stand by that, and so does BetterHelp.
Yeah, absolutely. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works with an App Store rating of 4.9 out of 5 based on over 1.7 million client reviews.
As the world's largest online therapy provider, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Neds. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Neds. Sometimes I feel like the conversation can kind of go like this, because if you're not looking for a transaction, you're looking for some kind of reaction, or there's something that you're in search of, right? Or else you wouldn't, like, even after you've laid your point, you wouldn't continue to make it. And when you see that it's somebody else isn't like feeling it, like it's like you're reading the room but you're not, you're like
that's
like,
where the real substance is. All right, so it's just like with Kyle Swan, like, if that button's there, I'm gonna push it. If people haven't been able to strip away both ego and finite conviction, I believe conviction should be free to change. And so I feel like it is a part of my task and purpose on this earth to keep it a flowing set of convictions, because I don't like us to get too locked into one way of thinking. And you're a person I love, Dev, so I'm like, let's just pick into it and just see if, we're still on the up and up. And like I say, I want to reinforce everyone's argument. So your arguments should only get stronger by being presented with, not opposition, because it's never really opposition, but just being presented with other positions.
That's why I'm fine having it. That's why there's never like beef. Like even if I'm getting like whatever, I didn't feel beef with you about it, because I am fine to do that with my arguments. But you do the got 'em thing where you're just kind of,
you feel like there's no got 'em. Why got 'em?
Yeah, where I'm like, but this isn't really shaping my this isn't helping my argument.
Well, no, but it is laying out more data. I love,
but it's data. It's data I have. It's data I've considered.
Fair.
It's already
that's well and good.
It's already
but now,
baked in.
And now I'm aware that it is data you've considered. Sometimes data hasn't been considered by all parties.
Right.
So I do come in to say, hey, here's some data if we're going to talk. And then you can say, oh, I'm aware of that data and I'm not extrapolating the same conclusion from it. Right. But that's why you'll see I'm very open-ended. I don't try to give deep, locked in specific conclusions. It's just hey, have you heard about this? Hey, there's also
agree that like we all always take digested pieces of information we already know from our friends and take what they extracted from it, and that's what makes up a point of view or a perspective or whatever. And I do appreciate what you said about giving making people think or whatever, because Dev, you said it did make you think. So that's an interesting concept.
Yeah, it made me think you're an idiot.
But that's an interesting concept to me, if that was like your true, like,
No, and I do feel that. I do feel that energy of you're like, well, let's.
If we're going to, it's like, but it's also sinister.
Yes, there is something just like generally mischievous and not grounded about it is what it feels like. Is you're like, here's these general ideas, and I'm like, hey, here's these specific ideas, and you're like, yeah, but these general ideas,
and that's what I think I mean by the circles.
And then we're in a circle. Then it's like, okay, we're not actually doing the same thing.
I'm a fan of the cycles of life. I'm a very cyclical thinker. I'm sorry. This is so true, dude. Like I admire like linear, plots. If you're just looking at a graph or just anything, like a linear line just goes diagonal, that's super cool. But what about a parabola? Okay. What about where there's two, different sides of this thing and they're all leaving from the freaking center point, at the same speed, but equally valid. So that's
and that's
just where I like to exist.
Yeah.
Like, right?
Yeah. Daniel,
Dan, would you fancy yourself the character that you couldn't name at the con?
The character, which one? Oh, wait, you're talking about the Joker?
Yeah.
No.
The Riddler.
The Riddler.
You're the Riddler.
I did it again.
Dude, okay, so this guy in dope cosplay comes up as obviously the Riddler. And I'm like, Dan, you know who that is? And he goes, the Joker?
Yeah, the Joker.
I said, Dan. And
Bruh.
he had a whole moment with it. And just now, too.
Just did it again.
Bruh. I blew
You
it.
are
They're
the
like,
Riddler, though.
what
He
about
is a
this
little
guy? I'm
Riddlery.
like, yeah, that's Naruto.
Naruto.
Like, so I gotta step up my anime.
Yeah,
and just general cartoon knowledge.
Daniel, you are a little Riddlery. You're like,
Right?
but the question.
And do you think that I'm a little bit like Penguin?
Definitely.
Like of the Batman villains? And you know who you're like? Freeze. Dr.
I
Freeze.
will freeze the
Yes,
Gotham
exactly.
for the cure for my wife.
That's right. That's right.
right,
That was like
nice.
my favorite movie. I loved that movie growing up.
Man, it's
good
so
stuff.
bad, but so
Was that
good.
Batman
It's
Forever?
so
Which one
bad.
was that?
Oh,
Which
yeah.
one was that?
so bad, but so perfect. But the Penguin is really who I am.
Yeah.
Penguin,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Speaking of animals, let me get into my round table and
All
let me
right.
tell you,
Hit
if it's
us.
not enough for you to want to. I'm not going to say anything. Anyway, here we go. Here we go. So I found this thing, and I was like, I saw this meme, and I was like, this can't be true. And it was like, blue whale songs have decreased 40%.
Oh, I saw that.
And I'm like,
Is it true?
no. And I go, is this true and accurate? It's because what's behind the silence? Food scarcity. Not a sudden silence, but a response to stress. A recent 6-year study in the California current ecosystem, 2015 to 2021, reported a striking 40% decline in blue whale vocalizations during periods with poor food availability. When krill, their primary prey, becomes scarce due to marine heat waves, whales invested their energy in foraging rather than singing, likening the situation to trying to sing while starving. Warming oceans and the blob. The onset of this trend aligns with a marine heat wave beginning around 2013, dubbed the blob, which raised Pacific Ocean temperatures, causing toxic algae blooms that decimated krill. As krill collapsed, whales altered their behavior accordingly: less food, less singing. So it's not that the blue whales have stopped singing entirely. Vocal activity ebbs and flows. When the ecosystem recovered, krill populations rebounded. So did whale vocalizations, though blue whales appear more vulnerable than other species like humpback. It's not just about food. Noise pollution plays a role. Ocean noise from ships, sonar, and industrial activity can drown out whale calls. In response, whales either sing louder at greater energy cost or reduced vocalizing altogether to conserve energy. Long-term observations have shown that blue whale songs have been slowly dropping in pitch over decades. This trend may reflect cultural dynamics, such as sexual selection or biological changes, as their populations recover. More localized shifts, like those tied to the sea ice noise in the southern Indian Ocean, have also been documented. So it says, indicator of ocean health. Why this matters. Indicator of ocean health. Fewer whale songs serve as a warning sign of broader ecosystem disruption due to climate change, especially during warming events. Impact on reproduction. Male whales mainly sing for mating. Reduced vocal activity may hinder mate attraction and slow population recovery. And blue whales reproduce slowly, so prolonged stress could have long-lasting effects unless ecosystem stability improves. Yeah, I don't know. It made me real sad.
That's tough,
That
man.
makes me sad. There's another there's this guy who a scientist or some guy who would record the biodiverse sounds of like rainforests over years, over decades, and I feel like you can look it up on YouTube. Just over the years and decades, the diversity of sound of the natural world is getting less and getting quieter because we just disrupt ecosystems and populations and diversity itself. Like, you know, there's
a lot of endangered species and all of that. So just that like thriving natural life. Yes, we fuck it up as a species.
It's tough, man. We're reaching singularity. Everybody's singing the same song. It's tough, dude. And I wonder.
It's so weird to be entertained by our demise. It's so weird.
Oh,
It's
to
like a
memes.
weird
We talked about that with the memes. Like,
And
people,
I get it
Yeah.
because like how
All you
else are
have
you
is
going to
memes.
confront it
Yeah.
when it feels so powerless?
Yeah.
But I also think like it does make it an acceptable social problem. And it's like but it's not.
All we have is memes.
All we have is memes
now.
and some
don't
the
reproduce.
information, man. So much information. Like I still say, I feel like people were not supposed to have access to so much information because the whale thing. Now it's like, oh, now I got to go into this sad stupor about it. But it's like, I mean, how did anyone even find this out? Jeez. But
People are dedicated to it, Daniel. I don't
true.
think we can like
some people have purpose. That's real.
I literally asked I literally asked, is this fact checked and completely accurate? He's like, here are all my sources and here's like extended articles on all that shit. So
That's so wild.
you
And I
know,
wonder,
and here's the thing. I'm not talking like, oh, now I have to feel bad for the whales. I'm just talking like it's a confirmation of a feeling I feel in my gut because I'm like, we're all dying kind of a little bit too. Like, I know I feel dead. Like I did something earlier today that was like just completely out of I was kind of distracted while I was doing it. I was kind of just like not looking. I was kind of just in a daze, right? Like I just wasn't fully present where I was. And it like cost me, you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, that sucks. It sucks. Like what I'm saying is just like it sucks that like it's Dan, you're the one who was always like, I like facts, I like data, I like to be aware. That's just like part of the world around us. It's just an interesting thing, right? I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, I love it, and I think it's cool. Let me not say cool. I think it's very interesting that someone did measure that, and then we can walk away with whatever the conclusions are. Like, okay, we need to do better to prevent it. Can we prevent it? I don't really know, but we can do things to make the world a better place, whatever that means,
Right.
based off the data that you've been.
Should I start going into the ocean and singing and see if it's like inspiring in any kind of way?
Definitely.
Yeah, I
You
think
should
that's
definitely do that.
That's the route.
Like I'll go down in a sandy squirrel type of like
Contraption.
astronaut helmet thing.
For sure.
It's
Oh.
sandy cheeks, thanks.
Nice.
And maybe they just realize that their songs not that good. You
Yeah.
see that's the humor.
They need better
trying to like
songs.
make it
Yeah,
okay,
trying to
and it makes
normalize.
me so sad because it's not normal.
I mean, everything's a joke.
It helps us cope. Yeah, we have to cope. I mean, life
But at
is
a
just
certain
such
point,
a
you gotta
strange
stop
thing.
coping and just deal.
and
We keep
exactly.
coping, but not dealing.
Well, I mean, which is
humor helps
more
us
fun.
Skirt above it.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
But that's also called bypassing.
it is. It is called that. But,
Daniel
when,
loves
we're-
that.
when you're powerless, you're just powerless. Some things we have power to affect change on.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not gonna go and force these whales to sing. Like they got more pounds on me. I don't know if I can really scuffle with a whale to try to get them. To sing a
And
song.
just the fact that all the whales are saving the seals and shit from those killer bastards.
Killer.
You know what I mean? Like, please let them out of fucking SeaWorld, though. They don't deserve to be locked up, but they are
Now that I
menaces
don't like.
of the utmost degree. It makes me puke to see a whale like submerge, but they are really awful, and I think it's so sweet. It's so sad when those seals are being thrust into the air and every bone in their body is breaking and they're not quite dead yet and they get a big chomp down on something.
I mean,
it's my
nature
greatest
is
fear.
it's brutal out there.
Nature is
My
nature.
greatest fear.
Yeah, we might not be getting the full story. Like maybe these seals are some little mischievous little fuckers.
I think they're just
I mean, what did they
tasty.
do to make them
Fat
that mad?
bastards.
I think they're just tasty.
Or they're just tasty. It sucks to be tasty, man.
Dude, they're the
Getting
bacon of the sea.
catcalled. They're the bacon of the sea is wild.
Right?
Oh,
and it's
man.
tempting, but I haven't had bacon in a long while, but it's tempting as hell. Well, I had some at never mind.
I had some
at the hotel.
I haven't had any in 3 days.
Well, that's how good bacon is.
Right? But I
in
hadn't
a
had
long
any in
time.
like a year or so. I know it's not cool.
And I'm going to be honest, that bacon was delicious at the hotel. I thought it
Right.
was crispy and perfect.
right.
Damn, shout out that hotel.
Dan?
You got a round table, Dan?
Man, no, but I have a round belly, and I need to work out some more. So Dev is on his kick.
Shout out. Oh, sorry. Go on, Dan.
No.
Big
What
shout out
is it?
to you for working out. You were working out at the hotel gym, I hear.
Getting it in, man. It's been a long time since I focused on working out. Now Jasper, my dog, has been getting me to go out, do a little bit of cardio, because I like to go out and run with him, but I haven't actively been saying I want to work out. As a matter of fact, I'm dreading it every time because he'll wake me up at like 2 a.m. sometimes, and I got to go and walk this guy. So I'm just considering it a walk that I hate to do. But Dev is prepping for this film. Was like Boo Boo Stewart's in it, Cleo Thomas. Like maybe I shouldn't throw out too many names, but they got some like duking that's gonna happen in it or whatever. So he's been amped up telling me about the workout, and I'm like, oh, am I just gonna let him tell me about it, or am I gonna go and get back in my bag, bro? So I think I'm back in my bag. I've even been getting my pull-ups here.
Let's go.
It's only been like 7 days, but
let's go. That's how it starts,
Dan,
man.
that's-
let's go, man.
7 more days than you had previously.
Exactly.
Back on my calisthenics, man. See if we can get this belly down.
Yeah.
Get his
I'm
belly
proud
down.
of you, dude. You're both inspiring me.
Hey.
But my
feels-
muscles are just atrophying from under me, so that's really inspiring me too.
Dude, it feels really good. Theo actually sent me some to add to my workouts. He sent me some like mobility lower back. Turns out lower back's a fucking thing.
Babe, no.
Especially
You have a
with my
condition.
hip. Yeah, especially with my tight ass hips. So yeah, he sent me some mobility stuff to do. So that feels
Like,
good.
do you
But
realize
yeah, I've been on it.
half of your fight has to be with an agile lower body?
Yeah.
You have to swing those hips into the kick.
It's all about those hips, man. Them hips don't lie.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll be all right.
They don't need them hips, man. But all I really do is calisthenics, man. So
It's great.
It's gonna be a bunch of pull-ups. That's my jam, and
Pull-ups and
cardio.
push-ups and running.
Pull-ups, push-ups. Yeah.
Proud of you, Dan.
do
Maybe a
lot
couple
with that.
dips. Maybe a
Yeah.
couple dips. Yeah, I get swole pretty quick when I
yeah, you do,
lock in
bro.
on the pull-ups. Yeah,
You do.
Or just,
yeah,
you
you
know,
do, bro.
Yeah. You
I'ma
turn
get to it.
muscly
We'll see.
real quick, bro.
Hey, so you guys are gonna know if I fall off of the horse pretty soon. Either he gets muscly or, gets back to the flab.
Excited to see. Tune in
Yeah.
next week.
Excited
in
for all
next
of it,
week.
Dan.
The Dragon Ball Z
11:11,
cliffhanger.
yay.
I also don't have a round table. Should we just get to roll the dice voice messages? Because I haven't listened to any.
Weren't
but
you
we
the
have
one who
plenty.
called for this pod?
Lindsay? Don't we need one for next week?
He's like, somebody's
No, but
gonna call for
How
it.
dare you come correct with? How dare you come?
Hey,
without a
Lindsay
round
came
table?
prepared. Lindsay is like showing us up,
Yes.
Dev. I don't know, man.
Okay.
She's in her bag. She's
Okay.
in her responsibility
Listen,
bag.
to be fair, I called for the pod tomorrow.
True.
Oh yeah, but I will be on
called
a
for
real
it
flight.
Now,
I gotta get to Zeke
my
and
meeting.
Luther, man. I gotta
Yeah,
go
no,
get
no,
to
no.
Zeke and Luther, and we
I
gotta
get
skateboard.
it. I thought you were leaving Friday. That was my bad.
No, and I appreciate it. And
I was
yeah.
ready for tomorrow.
And
but that's
somebody
okay.
at the convention literally looked deeply into my eyes and told me to ease up on Dev, and I'm like,
Yeah, Lindsay.
you can see that?
Yeah. We can all see it.
Coming in hot.
All right, I take it back. Yeah, I think we should go to voices.
Okay. I don't know what these are, so let's find out. This is from Amy.
Hi guys, it's Amy from England.
Oh wait, did we listen?
Hi,
Just to
Amy.
say,
Hello,
I'm a
Amy.
massive fan of the podcast. I have to admit,
Massive
I've never
fan.
seen an episode of Ned's
Wow.
Declassified, the show. Sorry.
How- did
But
we hear
It's
this?
Lindsay
Watching
who
the
brought
pod?
me here. Big fan
It's
of
Lindsay.
and loved her in Pretty Little Liars, Teen
Oh,
Spirit,
yeah.
Love Me, and
Teen
all of that.
Spirit. We love you.
anyway,
Nice.
but Devon and Daniel, you're awesome and got such
Nah, don't
calming
lie.
voices.
Oh, thank
anyway,
you.
my question is, if the entertainment industry didn't exist, what job would you see yourself doing?
Don't do that
so
to
no
me.
movies, no music, etc. Where would you
No
see
movies, no music?
yourself? Yeah, thank you guys.
Amy, you have put such
Amy.
a smile on my face and in my heart. I can't believe I thought we'd played your message before. That makes me feel so good. Like I always feel like I'm blushing when somebody names more than one thing on my filmography. I'm like, oh my God,
No, they really
stop.
know your shit.
Because there are people that I like that, and I'm like, oh my God, really?
Man.
Yeah, and it's fun to see what people are fans of. So that's really cool. I would definitely be helping somebody or helping animals, literally probably for free. But I don't like slumming it. Like okay. I didn't mean that. I mean, I don't like being intense or in dirty places. So I don't feel like I could do as much helping as I'd want to. So maybe I should go and get a degree in like psychology or something. Right. Because the mind is willing, the heart is willing, but the body is not willing to do a lot of those things. So I don't know. It would probably be like, I don't know, like a psychology or I don't know.
Interesting.
Do you know what I mean?
A world without
like
entertainment.
I would
want to
go somewhere and like be on the ground, but I'm going to be truly honest with you. I'm so scared of bugs, but maybe that's what people do when they really want to like make a difference with something. You know?
Get them hands dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always have to stipulate with this question because people ask it. And first of all, Amy, thanks for the voice message. And so cool to know you're like here and a fan of the pod just for the pod, and Lindsay and
Great
us
accent,
now,
too.
not even about the old show and nostalgia. So love that. But I always have to disclaim this answer, which is like a world without. In some way, I'm gonna be doing art. In some capacity, like acting isn't a job. It's like a thing that I like. It's part of this general creativity that I have to do. But if there was none of that, I actually agree with you, Lindsay, because as I've been thinking about this question, because people ask it, I think a therapist. Yeah, a psychologist, because I'm interested in how it's what I'm interested in acting is how and why people are the way they are. Therapy and psychology is just like another version of that. So yeah, therapist.
And nice. I do realize like how privileged I am to say that like I don't like to be like dirty or around bugs, and that I don't have to be in a place like that. I wish I was more of an on the ground person. I always look up to those people who can like really like live what they believe. And so yeah.
I mean, do you guys follow one of my favorite creators on the internet is Fish and Garrett? He's the guy who goes and yoinks animals out of like the craziest
that dude,
places.
yeah.
What is that?
I mean, I love him and what he does, but I don't want to be out there. I love nature. I don't want to be out there
I don't want that at
where
all.
he is. Fuck no.
No.
Hey, I like
No,
a little
thank
thrill,
you.
man. I like a little thrill. I love what you said too, Dev, about how your art's gonna come out either way.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I kind of got to know the circumstance. Like, is art banned? And if so, my work would probably be some underground art like dealer or something like that, like trying to keep art alive.
Art is like so secondary to connection. Like art isn't connection. Connection is art. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
art
I
isn't
don't.
like what makes art. I just like what's under that. I don't think art is like. I don't think it's like my end all be all, dude. I think like connection and really making a difference to people in their real life, like that matters to me. And I get that art does that, but to me, like, I don't know.
Art is
could-
my connection to. It's not even for other people. Art is my connection.
Yeah,
to
I was gonna
life.
say to
Like,
me, it's a very personal
Yeah.
thing. Like I like when I can dig deep, be introspective,
Yeah.
and come up with something that otherwise wouldn't exist or I couldn't communicate in any other way. So for me, like with that statement Dev kind of made, like, yeah, if I'm even sweeping the floor, there's going to be some art to it. I'm going to find my flow state. And that's me thinking from a musical lens. But to me, art is about patterns and abstract patterns that otherwise wouldn't have been like noticed. And we're like shedding light on them as only a human observer can do. I know elephants can make art and stuff like that, or recreate things like tracing, but I really love seeing something that makes me go, whoo, I never would have, pulled that pattern together, or I never would have created something like this, or put these things together, and wow, what a beauty it is to be human and know that one of my contemporaries made something like this. But I like when it comes from a personal space, like the confusion that's in this mind that we have, and being able to make some sense of it through all this abstractness, because life is just a very abstract thing, and it can be stressful, all these different emotions, ups and downs, and to just throw something that looks like, hey, a human existed and made some type of sense from all of this chaos. That's what I think of. And so any job that I was doing, I would want to do it. So I think an inventor is what I would be. I just want to invent things that help people, like you said, but like, practical things. I wish I was more focused on creating things that were a marker for human ingenuity, So I don't know if it's building something mechanical, but if it solves some problem that other people had, then I'm all for creating it. So I would like to be an inventor in that.
You talking that cookie shit, dude? You talking printer pants?
I mean, we all need a printer pants, baby. Come on now, pull that paper out.
If you're half as good an inventor as you are at a Zoom caller, a Riverside recorder,
we're in trouble.
The world is doomed.
You might want to reconsider, but no, that's really cool, Dan.
Yeah,
I guess I just mean like art to me, like I guess 90% of it feels really superfluous. I think the most important art you do is the one that you never share, and I never make any art like that. So
you don't record it. You don't record it, but art comes like when I hear you speak, I know art is happening. But do you write it down or do you manually create something from it? I don't know. But your words are artistic. So I think honestly, just thought patterns can be art. And I love communication so much. Yeah, creative. I love communication so much because I'll never, like if I say the word, and this is like linguistics, but this is a big tenet of it. If I say red couch to you guys, you heard red, you heard couch, and those are the words that I use to give you the semantic meaning. But the couch in my head is completely different than yours, Lindsay. Is completely different from Devin's. Yeah, and I think the art is you guys conveying it. The art is the image that you're seeing in your own head, and then when you convey it, I think that's an artistic medium. Language can be an artistic medium to transmit this chaos in your head that I'll never understand, and then we try to find that happy center where we're like, oh, we can all observe this after you have turned it into an art piece.
Yeah.
The art's just everywhere.
And I do think I think most of us are artistic, or at least like touch that energy. Some people are touched. Some people are truly robots, but most of us, I think, are.
I meant like touched in the head.
Are creative and artistic, and my greatest work of art no one will ever see. It's my fucking life, dude. It's like everything I try and do, it like comes from that place. Yeah, just how to set up my life, how it feels, how I relate to people. Like that's art too, Lindsay. And I see you doing that. Like, you are an artist. It doesn't matter what you're fucking putting out there in the world. Like the way you fucking think about things, the way you feel about things, to me comes out artistically, creatively, touched, as you say.
Yeah, I think I'm looking at art as this like extra thing right now. I don't know.
Yeah. I think you're looking at it as like, which it also is, which is like the thing, the fucking.
Oh, anything becoming a commodity. When you try to turn it into a commodity, I think that's where it loses the soul.
The business of art.
Dude, every time. It's why I haven't put out fucking music in a year. I'm sitting on so much dope shit that I made, but every time I pursue the external validation and commodifying of my fucking art, especially music, I end up lost. I end up fucked. Like every time I've done it you talk about cycles, Daniel. At the end of every cycle of pursuit I've ever started where I'm commodifying my fucking music, I end up lost and like hating myself. And so I've been sitting on all this fucking new music that I kind of can't wait to put out, but it's because I'm still kind of like, oh, am I ready to start this cycle that will inevitably fucking make me feel like shit again?
Dude, and the reception of it,
as soon as it becomes that, then it's no longer the personal connection that I have with it. It becomes this other fucking thing, and whatever. Anyways, I think you got to go pick up your friend from the airport, Lindsay. We should get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Oh, wow. Dev, do you show up early to the airport to pick people up, too?
I don't. You got time? I'm
Yeah.
just trying to look out for your time.
No,
Yeah,
no,
do your
I'm
thing, do your thing.
gonna
It's
go.
great out, guys.
Yeah. This was nice.
Lots of
Yeah,
fun.
well, nice to see you guys. Daniel, have fun in Houston this weekend.
Houston,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Have so much fun with the boys.
Say hello.
NostalgiaCon,
It's
Zeke and
awesome.
Luther reunion.
Have a
You see
good
a lot of
time.
people.
Yeah, man.
Can't wait to catch up about it. Thanks to everyone again who came out to Colorado Springs. We love you and appreciate you.
Love you
come
guys.
see us at Smoky Mountain Fan Fest in
Fan
September or September 12th, our 21st anniversary of Neds Declassified. We'll be doing a live stream autograph signing. So basically like a live stream convention situation. September 12th, I'll try and put that link in the bio, Eric. And that's
Big
it.
shout
Love
out to
ya.
Eric, by the by.
He's great.
Yeah, big
He's killing
shout
it.
out to our producer Eric, who edits and thumbnails and helps us make this
And comes up with
sound
those
good.
amazing names. We have a nice little group chat going. It's like my second favorite group chat.
Yeah,
Or like
yeah,
third.
yeah.
It's great.
All
All right,
guys.
love you guys.
All right, love you guys. Peace.
See you next week.
See you next week.